Hi friends, myself Ravi and Ajit. We started from Bangalore, while Deepak started from Hyderabad separately. We met at Kashmir Gate bus stop in Delhi. Day 1 is from Dehradun Shankari. TTH company picked us at Dehradun. We drove about 220 kilometers in tempo travels. A scenic 10 hours drive through the Garhwal Himalayas. We passed by a beautiful Tons River, stopping along the way for breakfast, lunch, and quick splash in the river. As we climbed higher, the mesmerizing valleys and mountains took our breath away. We were stopped at Tons River for the tea break. We got a good time to enjoy in river. Ajit works as an IT security manager in Verizon. We are total 14 truckers. Srinivas is from Noida, a robotic engineer. Simranjit works in agriculture department and Atinder is a proud farmer. Deepak also works as an IT security head in Verizon. This is our TT. Spotting a rare orange colored goat, something I have never seen before. After the tea break, we started to Shankari. Finally, we reached Shankari, a small village that serves as the base camp for several treks like Arkidun, Kedarkanta, Black Peak, and Bali Pass. We stayed overnight at Sankri. Knowing that we wouldn't bath for a week, we made the most of hot shower that night. You see green board? This is the entrance to forest and treks. Last time we visited Sankri village in March, we were welcomed by 2 to 3 feet of snow. Now due to summer, there is no snow, only lush green valleys all around. Morning we had breakfast and started to Datmir village. We drove 24 kilometers to Datmir village. It is a traditional mountain village. Thanks to the newly constructed road, our trek distance was reduced from 10 kilometers to 4 kilometers due to road construction. With party songs playing in the background, we started our journey towards our trek. We reached Datmir village. This is the starting point of the trek. We started our trek through Datmir village, which is around 1 to 1.5 kilometers. Srinivas Aditya is from Noida. Kunal is from Uttarakhand, but he came from Australia for the trek. He is Dr. Ajit from Baroda. He is around 60 years old, but he does cycling every day. Cycling means not 10 kilometers or 5 kilometers, but 50 to 600 kilometers. This is the dedication for healthy lifestyle. Kush and Surreal are from Pune. They are data scientists. Make sure you get proper trekking shoes, stick, and required belongings for the trek. This is very much necessary. Otherwise, it is going to be difficult. On the way, we get 2 to 3 minutes break so that we can drink sufficient water. Drinking sip of water regularly will increase the oxygen level in our body because as we climb up, the oxygen level will decrease, and drinking sip of water in regular intervals will increase the oxygen level in our body. Kush and Purva are the data scientists from Pune. Drinking water is available from streams, filtered through natural layers. Our guide instructed us on which layers were safe for drinking. Everyone is relaxing during the break. As I mentioned, during the break, we sipped water to keep oxygen level steady. This is a key tip to avoid altitude sickness. Day 1 trek is just 4 kilometers and easy. The green valley and the river next to our path is beautiful. Atinder Paji is from Punjab, a proud farmer. I should say rich farmer. Simranjit works in agriculture department in Punjab. We are almost close to our camp. From here, our campsite is just 100 meters. Finally, we reached our campsite. From day 2, we will stay in camps. This is our kitchen, followed by dining room and tents. Once we reached campsite, we started introducing ourselves because we are new to each other. In few minutes, we became close friends and like a family. This is the drinking water, and we got the water to our camp through a small pipe. Usually, the camp is set up near to the drinking water so that there will not be any problem for water. This is our kitchen, and they are preparing food for lunch. Sakshit is our guide and he is explaining about the Pony village. This village uses the floating water to run or rotate the machine. This big tent is our conference room come dining area. We reached the campsite at around 1 pm and we spent rest of the day by playing games like Mafia, Uno, etc. The two small tents which are far are our washrooms. Next to our campsite there is a river, so the scenic looks beautiful and amazing. Day 3 is from Seema to Devsu Bugyal. We ate yummy breakfast and then we started 9 o'clock to Devsu Bugyal. They will provide us snacks in the morning so that we can eat during the journey. Our trek started. Seema is in 8,500 feet altitude. Now we are climbing to 10,200 feet altitude, which means we are gaining 1,700 feet altitude. Day 3 is a trek through a lush alpine meadows offering mesmerizing views. Day 3 is 5 km trek with almost 4.5 km trek is easy and 0.5 km is tiring due to steep ascent. This is water break time. We filled the bottles and took rest for 5 minutes and then started the trail again. You will see bridge here. Trekkers who are going to Arkadun will cross the bridge and will continue in the same side. We reached Maggie Point where we get tea, soft drinks and mainly hot Maggie. These are the mules carrying our kitchen stuff including vessels, food and also off-roading bags. We continued to our next campsite. Before reaching our campsite, we have a steep ascent which makes you tired. So walk slowly with small steps. After tiring 0.5 km stretch, we are relaxing here. Our campsite is very close and we reached early, so we enjoying photo sessions here. This is our campsite, green lush Devasi Bugyal.
एक बजे आपका लंच टाइम रहेगा बाकी दुकान ठीक है तो अपना पूरा कचरा बाकी 1 बजे लंच टाइम है बारिश होने वाली है टेंट ले लो ये दो
Guide is telling us about our lunch time. Every evening we have a accumulation which we should climb 0.5 kilometers so that our oxygen level will not go down and we will sleep peacefully. Few trekkers will suffer AMS, acute mountain sickness, and this accumulation will help us to overcome AWS and makes us fit. During accumulation, we are playing games. It's very fun here. Day 4 is from Devasi Bugyal to Ruinsara Tal, which is around 3600 meters or 11,800 feet altitude. The first 0.25 meters is steep descent followed by moderate trail. There is a steep ascent before we reach next camp. Other than these two, the trail looks moderate and beautiful. If you observe most of our way, you find river and waterfalls. They make us our trail happy. On the way, we found small cave where we took photos and started. The trail looks stunning as always. On the way, you cross rivers. We got 2 to 3 breaks. This is a long day with 10 kilometers trek, which takes around 6 to 7 hours. Even though it is 10 kilometers trek, you don't feel tired because of moderate trail and the beautiful views. This is the water point and break time. Maninder is from Punjab and is working in Verizon. This is the narrow path and we're crossing it. Finally, we reached the campsite by crossing small wooden bridge. And this is our campsite surrounded by beautiful mountains. Day by day, the locations become more beautiful. Evening we started at Ruinsara lake, so we can complete acclimatization as well. Ruinsara lake looks almost like India map. Now enjoy the aerial view. Our trek leader is explaining the Ruinsara lake and how we get the water from surrounded glacier mountains.
अभी हम रुइंसारा ताल में आए, जो आप देख सकते हो, और ये जो जगह है ना, इसी ताल के नाम पे इसका नाम रुइंसारा रखा गया। और इसका जो सोर्स है स्वर्गा रोहिणी से आता है, ऊपर से वाटर स्ट्रीम अंदर बना ताल थोड़ा लेक बड़ी छोटा लेक के ताल।
You will see small temple on the rock. There is a small temple on the rock and one of our guide is offering prayers. Please watch it to understand how they offer prayers. It is different and unique. Now enjoy the aerial view. At night, you will see the Milky Way in the sky. Beautiful view, is it? Day 5 is from Ruinsara Tal to Odari, which is 4000 meters altitude or 13,100 feet altitude. This is just 5 kilometers trek, which is short but steep ascent to Odari, your base from Bali Pass summit. Last 1 kilometer stretch is steep ascent. Other than this, the trek looks moderate. You will be mesmerized with the beautiful mountain views. Anish and Rakinder are also from Punjab. Kunal from Uttarakhand and Dr. Ajit is from Baroda. This 1 kilometer is steep ascent, so even mules are struggling to climb. Now last 1 kilometer stretch has come and we were struggling to climb, while guide is enjoying our struggles. Now enjoy the aerial view. After we reached Odari, we found small glacier and we enjoyed because we are not aware what is going to happen next. Surprisingly, snowfall started and it increased so heavily that the whole camp is under snow. Evening, we started photography. Watching the golden mountains due to the sun on snow looks amazing. Every day evening, guides will check our pulse and oxygen level.
चलो स्टार्ट।
Day 6 is from Odare to Bali Camp, which is 4,600 meters or 15,100 feet. Today we're going to trek 5 kilometers on the snow mountains, so it's going to be moderate to difficult and took around 6 hours. Gain altitude and move closer to the pass with glaciers and moraines as your trail markers. We will ascend on snow mountains wearing spikes and gaiters. Spikes will prevent us to skid from snow and gaiters will not make our socks and leg wet. Bali camp is on the snow, so it's chilling and we should wear thermals and as many layers as possible for our body to protect from cold. Day 7 is from Bali camp to Lower Tamni via Bali Pass, which is 4,950 meters or 16,200 feet altitude. This is the most challenging day. Cross the snow-covered Bali Pass at 12,200 feet and descend steeply to Lower Damni. This marked the toughest day. We started around 4 am with torches. We walked on the cliff of the mountains and took around 2 hours to reach Bali Pass. Once we reached Pass, all our worries and tiredness gone. We were there in Bali Pass for 30 minutes and started descending. Descent is more dangerous walking on the cliff using the rope. Bali Pass. Finally we reached Bali Pass. Descent is more dangerous. That is the reason we used rope to descend from Bali Pass. On the way, we took Oli dip in Yamunotri and reached Lower Damni. This is final day or day 8 from Lower Damni to Janki Chatti to Dehradun. After trekking 8 kilometers, which took 5 hours, we drove back to Dehradun. You will leave with memories to last a lifetime. Thanks for watching.